So, I've had a shower and I have my own room now. So, that's good. I'm just... Grandma and my wife want to know what's going on. Whether I'm going home today or not, I suppose it depends on the CT scan. But it turns out I can't take fluoxetine anymore because it caused low blood sodium levels, which can, I suppose, cause the heart to malfunction. As my grandma had low sodium levels and she had heart failure. I don't know whether this is heart failure. I mean, I haven't had any swelling or anything, but certainly something happened. It could have been tachycardia, because they've said on my record I'm tachycardic. I don't know if I was tachycardic already or I became tachycardic after the suicide attempt. Either way, tachycardic. So that could have been a factor. So yeah, I can't take fluoxetine, but I think it's been fucking me up anyway, because it's been helping with depression, but it's kind of been fucking my sleep up. When I was taking fluoxetine and pregabalin together, the pregabalin was allowing me to sleep, but the fluoxetine on its own, especially because I haven't been busy, when I was doing fluoxetine and I was busy all day doing music, IT course, and I did it, like, I remember I really liked being on fluoxetine because it allowed me to sleep, but I was burning off loads of energy in the day because I was hyped up doing my music course and IT course and had a girlfriend at the time, so I was like always busy all week, and then I was burning out potentially. So, but I did burn out, especially when I came off the medication when I wasn't ready. But it's like now I've been taking it and I haven't really been doing much, except meditating or whatever, and then there's probably this excess energy. So yeah, so I'm just waiting now. I didn't sleep all night, so I could hear this guy in the room that I was in basically just talking about me. I think to his mum on the phone. Like, I could tell he was talking about me by what he was saying. Oh, they connected him up to this and it was beeping, it was all a big act, blah, 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 blah. He's on his phone. And he's basically just pissed off because the nurses asked to turn the TV off and he was watching the TV because I was basically having a fucking meltdown and I couldn't take the fucking sound everywhere, and he was like watching something really annoying as well, and it was just, I was already in a state. All he has to do is just like, I mean, the whole point is that where they put my bed, the TV is like right above the bed. So like, what do you expect really? Like, you've got someone's bed, you're like literally looking into their room to watch the TV. Their curtain has to be open for anyone to watch the TV. That curtain in that section, that room, you could say, that's divided with a curtain, not with a door, like, has got the TV, so that curtain has to be open. So whoever, if it's for anyone other than the person that's in that room with the curtains, basically has to have their privacy completely invaded so other people in the room can watch TV. If they're going to have a TV in the room, that's fine, and they're going to have TV on, but have it somewhere where like everyone can see it if they want to see it, in a central location, not above someone where they're sleeping and their curtains have to be open for it to be watched. Do you know what I mean? It's just like absolutely bizarre. That is just such a weird thing. I suppose maybe they just use it when no one's there, when that bed isn't used. So that's maybe the final bed that they use, and once they use that bed, they can't use a TV. Unless that person doesn't mind having the curtain open the whole time. You know, I didn't mind having the curtain open in the other room I was before that. Well, actually, no, it was a bit annoying, but the people in there were kind of all right. So when some guy came, and I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but anyway, I think he was just, I don't know, confused, but maybe this guy was as well. I can hear everything he's saying, and I know he's like talking about me. And really, I don't really care. Like, they may say, "Oh, he's just imagining things paranormal," but I know what I bloody heard. You know, people got nothing better to do than just bitch about another patient who's going through a fucking hard time. I'm sure he's going through a hard time already. He should have compassion for himself and have compassion for other patients. Not spend all his time calling his mum or whatever, bitching. Fucking hell. Then again, I look back and I think, God, maybe I've done something. Well, I know I've done that as well. But not when well, actually, I suppose. Well, yeah, I mean, maybe it's karma as well. Karma's a funny thing. Anyway. I'm still alive. I'm still. So yeah. But I think something affected my brain yesterday, maybe to do with sodium levels, because I kind of did freak out. But it wasn't like a freak out where I was like dangerous to it. I'm going up to like everyone and saying, "I love you. You're the best person I've met. You're the best person I've ever met. You're the best person I've ever met." It's some weird thing that happened in the meditation where I just thought to myself, it suddenly hit me like some, I don't know, grandiose realization, some sort of epiphany where it's like, whatever people are saying, technical blah 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 blah, all this technical mumbo jumbo and all this kind of like get on their horse, say, "Ma, what are this? Ma, what are this?" And they're just like, with this patronizing way, it's like, all they really want is love. All they want someone to say to them is, "I love you. You don't need to prove that you're above me. You've got nothing to prove." But it seems that that's what people are always trying to do in positions with doctors, nurses, and everything. They're always, like, the way they talk to some patients, some are good and just talk to them like they're an ordinary human being. Like, because we're all human at the end of the day, and we've all got struggles. But some people are like, la 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 la, la 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 la, like they put on that weird tone. It's like, why do you have to put on that weird tone? Just talk to them like they can hear you if you just talk to them normally. You don't have to put on a weird tone to talk to someone, even if they have got mental health problems. In fact, I've noticed, like, the moment in the past when I've spoken to people with different types of mental health problems, the moment you start talking to them normally, rather than talking to them like they're an idiot, they're less symptomatic anyway of the mental health problems, because a lot of it is anxiety. A lot of it is just, it's all just bouncing off. Everyone's just feeding off each other. That's all that's happening. So they need to be the role of someone crazy and keep behaving like that. Someone then needs to take the position of someone really sane, whether that even exists in this fucked up world. And then that's just people. That just basically just goes back and forth. Because everyone just spoke to each other normally, regardless of their mental state. It's like, you don't have to talk to someone like they're an idiot just because they have mental health problems. I'm not fucking stupid, and I see it, they talk to other patients like that as well, Now I'm thinking, can they hear me? No, no one's out there. Are they gonna come and see me? So today I feel better that I've had a shower, but I didn't sleep all night. And then when I finally did get to sleep, that dickhead basically, I can just hear him talking about me on the phone. They hooked him up to wires. and it just kept beeping. It was all a night yesterday. What else did he say? And he was on his phone in the night. And like, this guy's got like tics himself and all kinds of weird shit and seizures. It's like projection. What are you doing all night? Phoning your mum all night? Talking about another patient? Is that normal? No. I'm just trying to get some sleep. It's more normal for me to be on my phone with my headphones, not bothering anyone, than it is for you to want to like bitch about someone and blast a fucking TV that's like right above someone's bed and you want their curtain open. And what's funny is him and his mum, like when his mum came, whatever, they made out like they were really nice. It's like, oh, you don't have to have the TV on for us. You can turn it off. Oh, I've got a meditation. I have my phone. Blah blah blah. And then he's fucking big. He's like, these people are so fake. I think people are always compensating for shit. It's like, well, they make out they're so nice, but then they resent that they've even helped someone in any way. They're like, oh, I can't get over that this person like has some space with some curtains across and the TV is on. But when he like went to the extreme of like trying to get it off and then he unplugged it. But maybe he was just really pissed off. I don't know what his issue is, but I don't know why why, as I said, why the fuck is it? And as a nurse said to me, she agreed with me. She was like, look, they're not here to watch TV anyway. They're here to get better. Most of the rooms don't even have a TV. That room just happens to have a TV. You know. And I didn't even say, I had to be unplugged. I didn't even say I had to be unplugged. Anything like that. I didn't say, just in that particular moment, I was literally just fucking coming out of some mini psychotic break or something. Just freaking out, and I don't know what it was. It was all overwhelming. Fucking sounds all around me. You know? The autistic sensitivity. I swear I'm autistic. I can't believe I get fucking diagnosed all this years ago. A blend between narcissistic personality disorder and antisocial personality disorder with traits of borderline. Oh, really? Oh, really? Do you want to see what narcissistic personality looks like? I tell you what it looks like. It looks like Donald Trump. It looks like Boris Johnson. That's what it fucking looks like. It doesn't look like a guy that's just trying to bloody survive. He's bloody going through hell. He gets fucking treated like shit. You know? My wife knows I'm a good guy. I know I'm a good guy. I'm not saying I'm a perfect guy. I'm not saying I've not got issues. I've not got flaws. I'm not saying I'm not narcissistic in any way. I am narcissistic in probably many ways, but that doesn't mean I have a fucking like disorder. Oh, I don't care. They struggle to understand other people's feeling. I see exactly how people are feeling. The problem is I see it too much. I'm narcissistically wounded, yeah, 100%, and I've often tried to cover that wound with some sort of grandiose thing, but the actual disorder is when it's functional. You know, when it's functional, with all respect, it's, well, possibly like my oldest sister. That's when it's functional. Yeah, I've noticed, I think people are, I don't know, people unsubscribing? Hi.
Hello, did you take that aspirin for me?
Yeah, I did take it, yes.
Lovely,
with a couple of glasses of water.
Yeah, so that's just once a day.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
She's nice, that one. She's very nice. She's not, doesn't talk to me like an idiot. Probably a bit anxious of me, but she doesn't talk to me like an idiot. You know. Nervous, you can tell, because you never know how someone's going to behave, but, you know. She left a note there, actually, Doctor said, please take this, and a little smiley face. You know, that extra touch that people go to. It's like when my wife goes to McDonald's, you know, sometimes, and they put a little smile on. You know, it's the little things that mean a lot. It's the little things that make you human. Maybe I'm overly emotional at the moment. I'm telling you, it's the little things that mean a lot. People don't want anything big. They don't want to be a star. They don't want to be a king. They don't really want that. They just want a bit of kindness and a bit of compassion. And that's what that is. She could have just left it there, not said anything. And then I come out and be like, oh, but she wrote a note, a piece of paper. Mark Doctor said, can you take this, please? Smiley face. Like, in other words, I know you don't really want to take it, but you need to take the aspirin to protect your heart if you've had heart issues or whatever. There are good people in this world, you know. My wife is one of them. Kids are good. Sister's good. No, my mum can be unpredictable, but so can I. So I just feel I can't, there's no good option. It's like, I cut her out, I feel bad, I feel like I have to make amends with her, like, eventually, and I feel like if I don't do it, it's just going to be hanging over me, because deep down I know that, like, what my dad says, like, my dad is a loving, kind man, and he says she's misunderstood, and yeah, he sees it for a different way because he loves her because he's a wife, but when he says he's a wife, he said, yeah, that's good, he's a husband, but in some ways when you love someone, you're blind to a lot of their flaws, and in some ways when you hate someone, you see all of their flaws. But in some ways when you love someone, you see the truth of who they are, because the goodness is their truth. The goodness is in my mum, and the good thing she's done, that's her truth. That's her when she meant well. Yeah, maybe she had her own agendas as well, but then who fucking doesn't have their own agenda? Everyone's got their own agenda. Even if we're working from the Buddhist perspectives of karma, that's still an agenda to have good karma. It's not the best reason, but as Phi was saying to me recently, it's like, even if you're not doing good karma for the good right intentions, it's still good karma. It's like, parents helped me with the house, right? And my grandma, yeah, they may have had thinking, okay, they could stay there by place, so, but it wasn't the purest intentions, or they wanted to get rid of me, or maybe they thought, oh, I'll crack up and I'll hand it over to them, which almost did happen. But at the end of the day, they still did it. They still did it, and I may have been expected to comply with whatever demands, on the conditions of the house, because everything's always been conditional with them. That's why it's brought me a lot of anxiety. But some parents, they don't do anything for the kids, you know what I mean? Like, some parents can't, Some people are on the streets. I've almost been on the streets when my mum evicted me, but it didn't happen. That's why I was always insecure about anywhere I stayed. But I know why she did it. I was always smashing all her stuff. I didn't know how to process how angry I was with her. Because I didn't even know really what I was angry about until later. It was all kind of just this feeling of tension in my body. And this hatred. And couldn't really put my finger on why I hated her. And then as I saw as I bit by bit started to see what other mothers were like, and I thought, oh, something is not right. And then that conflict builds, because like on the one hand she's my mother, and I need like to protect that relationship for safety. And maybe there's still an element of that. I still get anxious about she's maybe coming to this wedding, and I'm still anxious about, like, if she asks me, why aren't you wearing a suit? Why? And then I got to say, I gave the suit to a charity shop. But at the end of the day, It's my suit. She may be disappointed to give it to charity, but I didn't want to wear a fancy suit anymore. And at one point I thought I was gonna get the suit because I was gonna get married to my wife. But then we sort of took our time with that, and for a while I thought, oh, it was never gonna happen because I felt I was never gonna be ready. And anyway, that suit as well. It's a few things. The suit had kind of bad memories as well. Originally I thought, okay, my wife was saying, ask him to give you a suit, but we get married, and then we had big arguments. I thought we weren't going to get married, and then I kind of thought, I just don't. I'm never going to wear this suit. I'm never going to have an opportunity to wear it. And then I think part of it is also that I wore it on the cruise. It was bought for the cruise with them, and I had such a horrible time with the cruise, and I didn't even want it. This is the thing. I was happy to get just like a cheap, crappy suit just as a one-off for the cruise because I hardly even wear a suit. And my mum was like, oh no, you may as well get something good that you can wear afterwards, blah 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 blah, da 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 da. And the truth is if I had a good relationship with her, that would have been a positive memory that she bought me that. Do you know what I mean? But because it's been such a bad relationship with her, and I've always been constantly in fear, and she's always been constantly in fear for so many years, because ultimately she's been afraid of me physically, but not emotionally, so she just behaves however emotionally. I'm not afraid of her physically, so physically my self-awareness has not always been there with it being possibly intimidating, but I haven't felt like emotionally safe around her. Maybe I still don't, but at one point this is something like I've got to face. What is, as the Buddha said, worry is just worry. If I'm worried about the suit, then worry. If I act out of it now and do something, say like, it was the same thing again, like what happened with the ice cream maker, like where I kept worrying about her finding out and I felt I had to tell her. Like the bottom line is I don't have to tell her, but I feel this is just breaking the emotional hold that she's got over me, like this guilt, like, and even if she asked, I could say, gave it to a charity shop. I didn't want to wear a suit anymore. I wanted to wear something more casual. I wasn't interested in wearing it anymore. And and at the end of the day, I gave it to the PDSA. It was a good deed, you know what I mean? And because I didn't have the cats with me, and I know we've had cats with illnesses and we couldn't afford it, I want other people to not go the same thing. Like we didn't have the money at the time to pay for Bo's thingy, this cat, and just, it was really sad that we had to give him up to the vet. We didn't put him down because they kept him, but that was like, we could see they were just taking the piss and wanting to charge more and more, and it was just going to be a con for us, and he was probably still going to be sick because he was just so ill. And that's what some vets can do. It's a way to make a lot of money. You just let the treatment just go on and on. It's in their interest. It sounds bad, because it is, but some vets, it would seem, maybe it's just very cynical view, that it's in their interest. I mean, that's a bad vet at the end of the day, but there are bad vets. It's in their interest for the cat to be sick as long as possible, because the more, every night that cat's in there, they get like a ridiculous amount of money, like a few £100, £200 a night. It's mad. So that's why when I gave to charity shop, I gave any old clothes I gave to the PDSA. And this isn't trying to show off to everyone, oh, I'm so wonderful, blah, 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 give charity shop. No, this is just kind of me trying to work out really in my head that I haven't done anything wrong, even though I feel anxious about that, I feel like I could say to her, just to say I won't be wearing the suit or whatever. I don't even know why I'm even anxious. It's weird, it's what my brain does to me. It did this with the fucking the ice cream maker, but the difference with the ice cream maker is that was actually thrown away. This is charity shop. But maybe to my mum, it's like charity shop is as good as thrown away. She can't understand why someone would do that and feel good. But then wait a minute. She's she got fish and chips with my sister once, and they couldn't finish or whatever, and I think they gave the rest to homeless person or something. Yeah, and all my mum wanted to talk about the whole thing was me. Yeah, and then all she wants to talk about with me is her. It's like, you can't just have a good time with one child rather than having to burden that child with all of your things. But a lot of it is her anxiety, it's her issue. This is the thing. And this is what I realised about life. It's like someone who's like that, they're suffering. In a sense, they need the compassion. If they keep... I can tell even the way she texts me in such an anxious way. It's like she says one thing, and then you can see that she's panicking, and then saying another thing, and then saying another thing. And maybe a lot of people do that, maybe I do that as well. But it's like this... She can't just be herself. I suppose, like me, she never had the chance to discover who she was, because she was always told what to do. You know, she was never really just wounded. So, you know, when I said to her, you know, don't make my mistakes, Mum, don't have hate in her heart towards anyone, she's like, I don't. And the thing is that I know she does have animosity towards people, and I know the people she has animosity to. So it's like, maybe it's not hate, but when someone really doesn't have hate in their heart, let's say someone really does not have hate in their heart towards anyone, if that person is texted, if I or anyone texts that person and says, don't make a mistake, don't keep hate in your heart, they just won't respond, because there'll be nothing to defend. There'll be no wound. It's like there'll be no truth to hurt that wound. You know? And at the moment, maybe it sounds egotistical, but actually, no, I'd probably would just say, I wouldn't say hate, but anger is something I'm trying to let go of, you know? Hi.
Hello. What do you like? Tea, coffee,
Just a
or juice, whatever?
peppermint tea.
Sorry?
Peppermint tea?
Peppermint tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Anything else is screwing up my stomach. So this is it. Almost half an hour of a man combing his hair. It's a gorgeous experience. It's all just experience. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, she said you're welcome. I thought she said you have a cup. Completely misunderstood. This is Twinings Refresh Double Mint. So, Refresh Double Mint. So let that get nice and strong. Leave the comb in the hair. But I realise I got to talk this shit through. If I don't talk it through, it just builds up in my head. You know, I have a very I mean, you call it quick mind. It's maybe excessively aware. No, but in a way, if I use it in the right way, I use that to actually develop a meditation practice that works. And one of the things I've got to be really careful with food, because at the moment, particularly the IBS is fucked up. Like, I've been farting and shitting non-stop, and it's painful when it's not even good shit. It's like both at the same time, like constipated diarrhea, like really fucked up. You know. So I'm just always anxious about one thing, and if it's not one thing, it'll be something else. If I wasn't anxious about this wedding thing, I'll be anxious about something else. You know, it's like I've got my wife and kids there to support me at the end of the day. You know, it was my wife that said to me, "Can you get the suit?" She wasn't angry at me. You know? She wasn't angry at me. I gave a charity shop, and even if she was, she didn't hold it against me. That's what real love is. You know, real love is, you know that your partner's going to make mistakes. You know that your partner's going to do things to upset you. But you stand by them anyway, and you allow them to change. You allow them to get better. You allow them to work through their wounds. And that's what my wife has done. I wish everyone was like her. I wish every woman was like her. I just wish everyone was like her. The reason why I say I wish every woman was like her is because sometimes I can just feel so uncomfortable around women who are just clearly really bitchy and just like, you know, I was going to say cat ready to pounce type, but it's not really that, because some women do that kind of with their face, and some apparently the sodium levels are coming back up now. So that just shows you how dangerous antidepressants can be, and they want to switch me to something else. I'm just done with medications now completely. I'm just dead. I have to take aspirin. If I've had a heart attack and I have to take aspirin, then fine. But I can't fucking take medications anymore. They told me that I can live for many years. It's not. Because I said, how long have I got? Weeks? I said, no. I was like, years? I said, no, it says you go on for a long time, you young guy. But you just never know, I guess. You know, I think everyone should live their life in a way, even though it can bring anxiety, getting used to it, but any of us can go anytime. Every moment is precious. I think be mindful in every moment, be loving in every moment. treasure the people you love in every moment. That's love. That's real love. Real love is not attachment. It's not running after people anxiously, trying to get their attention, which is what I do sometimes. Because sometimes it's so hard to be alone, my own mind. But real love is conscious love, where you find that centered space, that space when you're in your center, and it's just pure. Whereas, get away from the neurosis. Oh, this person hasn't texted me back, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I better call this person back, blah, blah. Like, acting out of anxiety just does no good, acting out. It's like anger or anxiety. They can show you that there's a problem, but it doesn't ever fix the problem. And I remembered that today. I just only said that. So I realized how angry I was. I could hear this guy bitching about me non-stop. I realized how angry I was about the angry mind, the anger part of me was telling me, go and address it with him and say, can you stop doing that? Then I realized the people who do that are unlikely to ever change, especially not just because one person has said they don't like what they're doing. Even if he stopped doing that, he'll start doing something else. The bottom line is, I don't feel safe with someone like that in a room and he's like, on the phone, he's like, I gotta talk quietly, it's gotta talk quietly. I'm thinking, mate, I can hear every fucking word you're saying. You can whisper, I can hear what you're saying, but there's just curtains between us, for fuck's sake. So the nurse understood and they moved me to this room. So in a way, that dickhead did me a favour because I got my own shower. No one is bothering me. I'm by myself. And I tell you what, the only place I'm going from here is home. So they better not put me back to a fucking dorm again. They better get me well quick because I'm not going to these fucking, there's a fucking nightmare in there. You got fucking crazy people there just like fucking, there was one guy, right? He wanted to go to the bank at 3 a.m. and the Nigerian nurse comes in and goes, it's 3 a.m. The banks are closed. He's like, I want to buy food, I got stuff to do. You want to buy food at 3 a.m? What places that sell food at 3 a.m? You need to go to sleep. I got stuff to do. Where are you going? Alan, where are you going? What bank is open at 3 a.m? I think I'll put the title of this video. I'll tell you what, that was the best thing about being in this room, because the guy was being just so nice. I don't know how he kept a straight face. I don't know when he said it. To him, I guess that's just the way he speaks. But to me, it's just so comical that he's just maintaining his composure. Like, it's like, I feel thinking in my head, like, a lot of people would have been like, what the fuck are you doing? At 3 a.m, gathering up your stuff, saying you got shopping to do, you got to take money out, you got to go to the bank. You turn the main lights on in the room, everyone's at 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, like everyone's in there. Yeah, well, now I'm talking about another patient, I know. But I'm not like complaining, I just find it funny. That guy was talking about me was like, oh, the big act, he did this, he did that. I'm just saying, like, that was funny. Like, that guy can't hear me. You know what I mean? I'm in my own fucking room talking about it, doing a video journal. I was like, that guy's like right in front of me with the curtain. Plus, I'm not in the same room as him, so even if he does hear me, it's not like I'm a threat to him. That guy must think like I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know what he thinks. I don't know what the hell he thinks. So I know I'm going to end up feeling weird today and tomorrow, and just because I wanted to taper off fluoxetine. I didn't want to be on it forever, but I wanted to taper off it. You know, and it's kind of, this has meant I've had to come off it, but it's kind of just wish I'd just come off it. I know, like it said something about low sodium noodles, but I never had it before. I've been having salt in my diet. So I've been having food with salt. I haven't been, you know, even like, I don't know. Maybe I should have had those crisps yesterday. Well, no, it was when I was at home. But then after I did this meditation, I felt like I did this meditation in the park and I entered the jhanas or whatever, and I just had like any craving for that gone. I looked in my cupboard and I thought, it was like I was a different person. I was like, why the fuck have I got that in my cupboard? Like the thought of eating it just made me feel sick. I was like, this salty, greasy crap. You know? I don't need that to get salt in anyway. You know? I'll probably have some salt today. The food here is so fucking disgusting, it's unreal. Oh, that reminds me. What time is it now? Is there a clock in there? I want to go and buy, after this tea, I'm going to see if Marks and Spencer's is open. And I'm going to buy some stuff from Marks and Spencer's and just eat that. The food here is fucking bad, man. If you're ill and you come to Royal Stoke, the food here will make you even more ill. It's not food that helps you get better. It's so low quality. I swear they probably have better food in prisons. It's that fucking bad. It's like dry. It's overcooked. It's tasteless. It's somehow causes constipation and diarrhea at the same fucking time. It's like, oh, if they give you fruit, what's the fruit? Oh, it's a little pot of shitty fucking like tin fruit in sugar syrup. Or if they give you apple juice, is it like natural apple juice? No, it's this concentrated shit in this bottle that just spikes your sugar and gives IBS. It's like, it's ironic, really. It's like ironic that when I was in the hospital last time, I was with my wife because she wasn't well, and there's a spider on the floor, and this one of the nurses sees it and walks along and stamps, and I'm thinking, this is a place where it's meant to be about reviving life, and you're making it a place of fucking death by just killing a harmless spider. What's a spider going to do to anyone? What's he going to do? It's just a spider. You know? Probably the most friendly creature in that building. And they got to kill it. For what? You know? Combine that with the shit food. It sounds like a rant, maybe it is a rant. But this is the reality of it. So better give people less food. Like they keep wanting to feed you. They keep wanting to say, do you want this? Do you want that? And it's always the same old shit. Like everything's disgusting. The juices are disgusting. The fruit's disgusting. The yogurt's disgusting. It's absolutely fucking gross. Like it's literally someone has said, let's find the most disgusting food humanly possible and let's provide it to these patients. Which is basically what's happened. Because it's like, let's find the cheapest food humanly possible. Let's make this food budget as cheap as possible. Because of course the patient's health doesn't matter. But of course we'll pay the consultants and we'll pay like the doctor's huge salary so they can go to the gym and build up their muscles and eat nice healthy food and look healthy and talk to sick people and feel really good about themselves. But that's the reality of it, as fucked up as it is. That's what this life is about. It's a sick game at the end of the day because we're all going to die anyway, and that's their karma. Their fucking greed. And feeding people dog food. Dickheads. Maybe this is bad karma now, making this video, but I'm getting sick of worrying about what's bad or good karma. I just need to get it off my fucking chest. I don't even want to have to fucking go to Marks and buy shit. I shouldn't have to. And I don't even know if they're open because it's Bank Holiday Monday. Anyway, that's a therapy session. I know I mustn't get stressed. But, it's more stressful to keep it in. Literally just there. I feel like when I talk about it, even if it turns into a rant, if I'm just talking to this camera, it's not going to play off with anyone else. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, people can comment or whatever, but whatever, that's just like a comment, do you know what I mean? But it's far worse when like you're trying to talk to someone and they're just like rolling their eyes at you and not really taking you seriously and they're getting fed up. Because understandably, like, most people don't want to hear this shit. That's the reality of it. People want people who are going to boost them up, but sometimes you just have to tell it as it is. The truth hurts. That is the way it is. That's the way I see it anyway. I see it as cruel to give people such shit quality food when they're already feeling like crap. Like, food has always been one of these things where I've managed to eat myself well. When I've started eating well, I've started getting better mentally and physically. And yet when I'm in a hospital, it's like they give you the shittest food known to man, and then ask you why you're losing weight. Because my BMI is low, it's like 19 point something. Because I fucking can't absorb this food into my body, and my body's like rejecting it. It's shitting every bit out. It's saying, I can't take this crap, you gotta give me something better. But I had a really weird thing that happened the other day. It was like, I know it's still just experience, but I was like, it was weird. I was seeing karma in action, and I was seeing how it was a weird fucking thing that happened. I thought everyone was tricking me, and I needed to, I don't know what the fuck it was. I guess it was like a fucking psychosis, but something to the I didn't know meditation could trigger. I don't know if they would look at it and call it psychosis, but the thing is, to me, it was like some sort of weird spiritual breakthrough where I saw karma, and I saw just this weird thing between the people who I was starting to think to myself and have this epiphany that, the people that are viewed insane have actually discovered the truth. Because sometimes in like mental health wards, all people are doing are walking back and forth and sitting or whatever, and I'm thinking, well, that's Buddhist practice, walking back and forth and sitting, and everyone may think they're insane and they're being treated like they're insane, but actually maybe they just discover the truth of reality before they can handle it, So yeah, that's why I think I need a break from meditation completely. Like, it's getting too dangerous now. I just need to do the basics. Let's just sort your life out first. I think the Dharma Hub guy says that. Sort your life out first. The thing is, right? Like, I actually quite enjoyed being in the first storm room. I just really felt I was resting nicely and recovering, but part of that was like, I felt cut off from everything. Like, I had my phone off. I didn't have the temptation. Hi. Yeah, you can come in.
See you, Ed. You okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm just like making a video journal. So
Oh, right,
just,
I'm sorry.
But no, it's okay. Is there anything, is there anyone that needs to see me about anything? Obviously, I'll turn this off, but I'm just...
I'm not sure. I'll go in with your nurse. Is the doctor seen you yet?
No, I've taken the aspirin though.
Okay, doctors will probably be round soon anyway.
Okay, thank you. Oh dear. I don't want to turn it off because I'm not peppermint tea. Yeah, I was quite enjoying when I was in the other room. I was just resting a lot, and there were just nice people in there. They're just really nice, really kind. And you know, I think it was because they've been through shit themselves. They've been through their own health issues. One guy's had heroin issues. He's got insomnia. You know, and people, when they've been through that, and they've really been through it tough, most of the time they don't, maybe some of them do, but when they really understand what it's like to suffer, it's like they're not going to want to push it on anyone else. You know, that's why they're doing it. They're drowning it. You know? I felt a bit funny there. I think I just need to get something to eat. Just want to get better. I'm just hoping my heart's not fucking damaged. I don't know what's going on with the fucking enzymes.